Yeah, sure. Well, these pieces look really simple, right? But it's a really, really long process. And it does start out with finding a model, getting a model to work with you. I really like to work with amateurs, people that really have never really done it before. I remember the very first experience I had with a model, I worked with a stripper, right? Yeah. And I thought, hey, she's used to being naked, you know, it's going to be real easy. And that was just not the case. Wow. Because she was always on. Right? Okay. I could never get her comfortable. I could never get those candid moments, right? Well, so with me, what I do is if I see somebody that I think is photogenic, this gentleman right here, he's a friend of a friend, and we were at a party, and I thought, hey, this is because I work with both male and female, as you can tell, models, and he kind of hemmed and hawed. He's very shy and kind of, you know, he didn't really want to do it. And anyway, he just opened up and we did it and had a great time.
I was actually working on a music project and I'd met Paul and he told me he would help me out with like some CD covers and stuff like that at that time for some demos that I was doing. And so I told him that I would model for him for his artwork and everything. And it was just a lot of fun. Oh gosh, it was my first time ever doing anything like that. So he basically had come over to my house to, you know, just kind of have a comfortable environment and everything. And so my perspective was, I was kind of nervous at first, but once he got there, it was a lot of fun. And it was fun. We got to just kind of freestyle, and he was a lot of fun to work with. So it was a great first experience. No, I don't think I really wanted to know. I wanted to see the pictures eventually, but I was kind of doing it just for the experience. So it was nerve-wracking at first. I sweat a lot, but then after about 5 or 10 minutes, I was like, okay, this is cool. I like it. This is fun. Oh gosh, it was surreal. So I was actually like really, I don't know, beside myself, I guess. It was kind of crazy, but good.
I'm looking for and working towards getting the subject that candid shot and not really the pose. I may have them say, I want you to do this, and take about 10 shots as he gets into that pose. And so a lot of times the actual finished pose is not the one I use. It's the one that is a little bit imperfect, a little bit more spontaneous, you know. And I think that, I mean, to me, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for, you know, kind of maybe a controlled spontaneity kind of a thing. And that looks, you know, that looks like it just happened, but it's not.
Well, did the model have a sense of what the final product was going to be?
Not at all.
Okay.
And you know, I didn't either. When I see somebody interested, and you know, even in just women that I think are interesting and beautiful, there's a little flaw there. I like a little flaw. I worked with this beautiful, beautiful woman, and she looked, I don't know, there was just this clean, precise perfectness that I went over. I mean, I took about 300 photos of her, and there was maybe 2. And there were those odd moments where she looked like more comfortable. I don't know what it is. To me, it's kind of an innate thing that I look for. And so I like a little flaw in the people that I work with. And so I've worked with some very beautiful people, but I think the majority of the people, let's say the majority of the people that I've worked with, that I think have been more successful, have been those kind of has a little bit of quirk, a little bit of flaw. And I think that's very important because I think more people can relate to to that type of model than these perfect, you know, it's like the models that are wafer thin and, you know, I mean, they look great in clothes, but what, 90% of the people on Earth can't even relate to them whatsoever. And I think that has something to do with the process of how I pick my models.